Talking about all that bullshit.
Yeah, nothing for nothing, man. You can't like in other. I'm not be like, oh, this or that, but we're not exactly Afghanistan. We're somewhat in the first world.
Yeah,
cops can get something kind of done, even if not. It feels like a Band-Aid. You'll never feel good about having your house broken into. There's no situation where somebody breaks in your house and steals all your stuff, and you get all your stuff back, and feel better. You'll feel better than you did before.
I saw something on, I think I was on Whistling Diesel or something like that, or Diesel Whistling, and he caught a guy stealing his stuff. And he set up cameras, got all his stuff back. He didn't press charges on the dude, and he was asking the guy why he did it, and he goes, "Well, I guess you didn't want it that much. It wasn't that secure, But he had a fence. He had fucking, those cameras, those deer chasing cameras, all that stuff, dude. And it was just that guy's just wanting to steal people's shit.
He's a sociopath. Wanted stuff for nothing.
He just justified it in his head,
That's the thing. They have something I don't, therefore I get to take it because my life is blank.
Yeah, dude, it happens a lot.
It does, man, and it sucks. You grow up thinking like that too. People will, dude. I've known so many kids that have that kind of mentality of it's us versus them, and the us is the people who have nothing because blank. Yeah. Whether it's your ethnicity or whatever. Yeah. And there's a little bit of validity to it, but in the sense that you can't get it yourself. There's no, it's really hard to say you can't get it. How many people move from small towns to big city to see what that's like?
All of them, all the cool ones.
Yeah.
50%,
cool,
80%.
And then the other people that are I'm totally fine with this, or I'm fine with this, even though I say I'm not fine with this.
Yeah.
I just like to complain. We have a decent, our job, like I said, our job is not that hard. There is serious ramifications for every mistake. If we make one, we could fuck up this or that.
You can get burned, dude.
You can get burned. You can get fucking killed or whatever.
We seen that guy. Were you there when that guy got burned? When he was working on the HTSD and he opened it up and it was still steaming,
And it got him in the chest?
Yeah.
I think I know who, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
It was I wasn't there. But yeah, dude, he couldn't even turn. He had a chemistry final, it was hard.
But you can always pull yourself out of something,
Yeah.
Not you can always, and I hate that idea of pull yourself by your bootstraps. But there's a balance where it is you and it's not you.
Yeah,
you're a victim of your situation, but we live here where you can kind of somewhat, at least a little bit, escape that. Unless you're so gang related where you can't get away. But then again, you have to become gang related. You have to do some fucked up things to do it.
But if you live next door to a drug dealer, you're probably gonna have to talk to that drug dealer.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's not a psycho.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I was in my, I was in my 20s, so it's different than being a little kid. But if I was a little kid, it'd probably be different. But I remember I lived next to a drug dealer. And during the lockdown, he was talking. We would just talk because I was working nights. He was selling drugs at night. And eventually he was like, "You want to see my gun?" And I was like, "All right, yeah."
He wants to see somebody normal. He's a human. He's a human just like anybody else.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So he showed me his gun. We were just bullshit. And then him and his, he called him his little homie. Fucking, they were like, "You want to come with us?" And I was like, "Oh nah, man. I'm a, I didn't say I'm a bitch, but I was like, nah, man."
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, it was kind of like that though, and I got that you're a bitch look, And then he went up and he shot up a park, dude. But if I was that guy's little homie, I would be thinking that's cool. And that guy who said, "Oh, I'm good," is a fucking square. You know what I'm saying?
Right, oh, he ain't a real man.
He ain't gonna shoot up a park with me.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? You mean that?
It was a little AK-47 too. It wasn't like a hand pistol. It was like
a mini one.
It was like a mini AK-47 shot up a fucking park.
Draco,
I don't know too much about guns. I could show you the park he shot up. You know what I'm talking about?
Jesus, dude.
It's the one.
You don't have to say anything. Damn, dude.
Well, it doesn't matter. The guy got fucked up, and I helped him move.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody beat him up, or he got fucked up by drugs?
No, he got someone hurt him, stabbed. He couldn't lift anything. His homies weren't there to help him pack.
To
and this was in August or September, and his lease was up in December, and
that
he
guy
just
needs
left.
Jesus.
he just left. Yeah, he got real hurt, dude. He was all sad and shit. Like he went from like this real like he ran that fucking apartment building to like being a beaten little dog, dude.
We're all beaten dogs, man. It sucks. We're all just.
And then like not to be rude, but like I helped him move,
Yeah.
And motherfucker didn't even like, I was like, oh, I should have just walked by him. Fuck that guy. That guy was a psycho, man.
Some people feel like they're entitled to every fucking thing that you have, man. They don't see it like they keep getting bailed out, and like if this was the 1900s and they couldn't get bailed out and they'd be cold on the street, a lot of people would get their shit together. And I'm not saying that's what they deserve or need or want or anything.
But do they know how? Like that one bitch. That one bitch who's struggling, you got her car stolen. She probably doesn't know how to manage her money.
Yeah.
Do you know? I was talking to this dude, and this dude
or
was
do they and they just play dumb?
Nah, I don't think this bitch knew how to manage her money. Because her boyfriend bought a Subaru after he filed bankruptcy, and it was like $500 a month. And I
just want a sweet ride, babe.
Nah, like that, and that probably really fucked him. Because like if you're a dude, like you can get a higher paying job than a woman a lot of the times.
Yeah, that taxes your spine. That taxes your body.
Yeah.
And then there's a diminishing returns. And then what do you get from it, especially general labor? Because it's like, oh, he does general labor. It's hard to get out of general labor once you're in.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's what I'm noticing. It's hard to, like, whatever job you do for, like, 4 years, like, for some reason, like you get stuck in that job, like restaurants, fucking manufacturing, construction. And I'm like, oh, man, like changing industries is so fucking hard, dude.
It is, dude.
I'm trying to get in the office, and it's just so hard trying to get in the office, dude. It's like embarrassing. Where if I was younger, I don't think it would be as hard,
Yeah, they might give you a chance.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I feel like they look at me like, I don't know. I feel like there's things I could do. I could cut my hair. I could fucking, ha ha ha, Jim. Ha ha ha.
Shoot the shit. How's your daughter?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm doing 18.
I'm doing that. I'm smiling, but sometimes, dude, I just get annoyed, and I'm like, stop fucking talking to me. So, like, I'm going to the gym not because I want to go to the gym, but just because the big boss goes to the gym a lot, and he's one of those like really fit guys, and we have a conversation every day.
That's a good idea.
So, like, I'm kind of kissing. I mean, I'm not kind of. I'm kissing his ass for the hope and opportunity that like I can get in the office. That way, it's less taxing on my body.
People could possibly look down on that, and then at the same time, I think about it, and I'm like, no. How else will you get yourself in the door without like demanding it in that way? You can't just be like, I deserve this job. They have to see why, and then
because I'm out in the
repeated,
But even
evidence.
then, like it doesn't matter how good you are for a job.
Sometimes they hire the wrong guy.
Sometimes they like this person's a better fit. Or they like this person more,
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. But, like, would you want a 32-year-old dude or, like, a 22-year-old dude, 22-year-old dudes are fun as fuck to hang out with,
That's true. They always have energy.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to get an entry-level job, and I feel embarrassed. So I'm trying to work my way in the back door, and it's kind of frustrating.
One way in, dude. That's how you get in. What is that Chris Rock joke? Everybody they know has gotten a job from somebody they know, or helped gotten a job from somebody they know.
Yeah.
It's more true than you think, but what do they call it? Cut from the same cloth kind of idea. Like, hey, look, this guy I know really well that I've known for years wants to do this. You could probably get him inside.
Yeah.
Or at least somewhere on the bottom to get him forward. It's really their effort. I'm like this close to calling John Marshall again, that runs like the maintenance for all the Krogers.
Yeah.
And to see if I can get a job doing that again. They have a union. They start at like 25.
Dude, you should be a maintenance man. You're smart as shit.
Oh, thank you. I would love to. I don't have the experience, and that's the problem. I'd have to be the bottom guy. I'd be the guy handing tools for sure.
Yeah,
and then asking questions.
Everybody has the guy. Like, what you could do.
But I don't have a problem doing it. I never feel bad. I'd be like, what is this for? What is this for? What is that for? What?
Before the pandemic, I remember at that job, if you wanted to come in just to train, they would let you come in and train.
Really?
Yeah, I would ask PC, you know?
Yeah.
PC ooze, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
If you could do that and then just follow a guy, you got to fill out all of your fucking skill blocks. And what they want is they want you to go through all those fucking classes that they have.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think there should be a job opening or whatever. And then go to pt2, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just ask him, like, you'll just tell him you're really interested. And that way you could be maintenance man. And maintenance man makes fucking good money.
Yeah.
You're a smart dude. You could probably be a controls tech eventually, make $40 an hour.
That's one of the moves. I have to go back in March for a while to help my dad out.
Yeah.
And me and my wife been thinking about doing like online working online, but trying to find a job and shit.
What was it? Downtown Houston University?
We did Western Governors is what we were looking at.
Okay. For PLCs?
For computer science.
Oh, okay,
only a 2-year program for a bachelor's.
Yeah.
So we were thinking about that, but either that or you get coding experience, and then they do the coding training, and then you get a bunch of resources for coding. And
that way you can work from home too. That way you can work anywhere. So if you wanted ever to move back to whatever state you're from, or you wanted to live in Maine, the way you worked here,
retire with my husband at Ben and Jerry's. Oh man, that's what you should call this: retiring with my husband at Ben and Jerry's.
I'm gonna write that down.
That's the name of the episode. I realized that's what we got to do is like make the net episodes something we have inside.
Yeah.
You know? Either that or nothing for nothing. But no, but that theme. That's another thing, dude. Before my drinking, some words would hit hard, right? Not all that glitters is gold.
Yeah.
And shit like that. I feel very lucky that my understanding of the English language has allowed me to like really absorb what it means, and then like seeing that theme on other shit and again and again and again to reinforce that idea or the value or whatever it is has been so fucking insane. And then I think about it, I'm like, that's the most human thing I could do. Why don't more people do it?
Well, we're in our 30s, you know?
Now, yeah.
So like we're fucking, you know,
we've seen some shit at this point.
Like we fucked up, you know.
That's it. That's true.
We've done all that dumb shit.
That's true.
You know, I got my car repossessed on my first day of a job. You know, I got fired because they accused me of stealing a hot dog. You all talk about I didn't react correctly. Yeah. So like all these life lessons, all this stuff, and then like we're financially stable, and when you're not financially stable, like shit could ruin your day. Whereas if we got
just crumbling around you.
If something happens and we got to pay $8,000, like we could do it. We wouldn't want to.
Yeah,
but we
wouldn't want to.
We could.
But we'd be fine for.
And we wouldn't get in the debt trap or none of that bullshit, you know? So, like, we'd be good. You know, we'd have to sell off some crypto or some stocks or some other, dip it in our savings account. But, like, we'd be good. So, like, we're stable, you know?
Yeah, you'll have to pay taxes, but it's not like they take a foot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't cripple your life.
Yeah.
You know? That's the thing. That's the thing, too. I feel bad for guys that did a lot of crime when they were younger and then they couldn't get away from the charges or the charges always like.
If you're a felon, dude, you can't work at that nice ass job, you know?
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect job for a lot of dudes who've gotten locked up. There was a guy, real sweet dude. He was a temp. He went to prison, you know?
Yeah.
And because of that, he wasn't able to get a job there.
He couldn't keep it.
Well, he was a temp. So, like, anybody could be a temp, but to get a permanent job, you know? Like, you're not allowed to be a felon.
Dude,
to work
that sounds like cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
I mean, you learn one way or another, man, and it sucks. You can only take care of yourself.
yeah.
That shit sucks.
And then, I don't know, like, my sister's going through some shit, you know? And so, like, I'm trying to tell her, like, hey, just get a fucking job, get independent, and get out, you know? Because she's living with my mom and my dad. And, like, my mom's kind of, like, being a mother to her children, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know? And it's just, like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the controlling, the fighting, all that shit. And I'm like, get out. Get a fucking job. Just get a job. And she's like, oh, I want to go to school. And, like,
School's cool, but
once you're established, you know, like, but right now, like, school's not an option for you. If you have no kids, if you're young, yeah, school's perfect, but you need to start making money now. Now's the perfect time. She's like, I know what I'm doing. And I go, like, I wanted to say, I don't think you do, you know?
Yeah.
And I only know that because I've fallen into traps, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and you got lucky being the handsome, strong man that you never had a woman latch herself onto you and pump kids out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know? And I say you know.
I got to be honest with you. I think I helped with that too. You know?
Yeah. Well, I know what you're saying. Like, it's easy to say in hindsight as well, but at the same time,
it's easy to, I can sit back and look at my sister's life and go, oh, this is what you need to do. But I don't know what she's really dealing with. I don't know, you know, like maybe she really thinks she doesn't want to do that because like that job sucks, you know.
What also too I bet helps though is that you're not like, oh my God, that's the worst choice ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I keep half the shit I think silent. I'm like,
I learned that silence is golden, and then at the same time.
You want me to listen to your problems and not not make suggestions? Like, that is so fucking hard, dude.
It is so hard.
Oh,
bro.
my God. Why?
Dude, I have that same thing.
Dude, you said your back hurt earlier, and I was giving you medical advice. You know? Like, yeah. I'm not a doctor.
You're not, but that's different. You say something because you care.
I'm like,
when I say shit out loud, I'm looking for stuff.
Yeah.
You know? I rarely am like, I just need you to listen to my problems. I'm rarely ever like that because in my head, I've been called a one-upper before because
I've done that shit
because you know, they're like, man, I fucking I didn't know this, but I had a flat tire on the way here. Did you have a spare? No. Oh, this one time I had a tire blow and then I didn't have a spare. So what I ended up doing is calling this. You know, I already fixed it. Why did you tell me that? And it's like, I'm only trying to relate to you, you know?
I would just...
Some people are like that, bro. They don't...
There you go, bud. The fucking... the guy we used to work with, you know? Like
always something.
He would say that. He would be like, there you go, bud. Like, whenever somebody would talk a lot.
Oh, really?
Like, what a guy. There you go, bud.
I go... When somebody says something weird to me that I don't get, they're like, man... I can't believe they don't have fucking, you know, grape jelly. They only have strawberry. Fuck, I hate this place. Oh, man, that sucks. That's crazy. Yeah. You know, that's what I do. Or I'm like, oh, well, it could be worse. It could be, you know.
Could be worse is like bad because they're feeling bad. They're not thinking.
And then you don't validate their.
Yeah. So, Jesus, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Is it cool if we call this?
Yeah, okay. Hell yeah.
That was a good one, man.
All right, my friend. Hey. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Rootin'.
Tootin'.
Podcast, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.